Welcome to Unleash Curiosity by Vital Pet Life.
I'm Dr. Amber De Silva, veterinarian and advocate for integrative pet care.
And I'm Donnie Yamamoto, founder and CEO of Vital Pet Life. We're so glad you're here.
This is a space where curiosity, compassion, and science converge, where we explore the powerful mind-body connection that supports your pet's health and your own.
Each week, we'll dive deep into the world of pet wellness, breaking down myths, exploring ingredients, and learning from expert voices across the industry.
From nutrition and sustainability to transparency and advocacy, we're here to help you feel more confident, connected, and informed in your care choices.
So let's get into it, because when we know better, we do better. This is Unleash Curiosity.
Welcome back to Unleashed Curiosity by Vital Pet Life podcast, Breaking It Down with Dr. Amber. Join us as I break down the newest ingredients in our latest product, Vital Hip and Joint for dogs and cats, previously known as mobility powder.
Dr. Amber, can you talk about the progression of our pets' mobility as they age?
Well, many factors can decrease our pets' mobility as they age. So poor nutrition, excess weight, genetic or developmental conditions, previous trauma or injuries to the joints, and many other things can lead to poor mobility.
How does Vital Hip and Joint support our pets' mobility and joint health?
The ingredients of Vital Hip and Joint are green-lipped mussel, krill, collagen, alfalfa, and flax. So these ingredients are packed with omegas, glucosamine, chondroitin, lots of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. So all of these ingredients work together to decrease inflammation, slow the progression of joint disease, and support healthy joint fluid and cartilage.
How young can your pet start taking Vital Hip and Joint? And how often do they need it?
Yeah, I would definitely ask your veterinarian for specific recommendations for your pet, but I usually recommend starting a joint supplement around 1 year old. That way the pets are fully grown, but we start supporting their joints before they get bad. Some studies suggest that the joint supplements actually work better at preventing arthritis than at slowing the progression once it develops. So if we can get ahead of it, it seems to do better at preventing it than if we wait until it's really bad to try to slow it down. So as far as how often you should give the Vital Hip and Joint, it should be consistently given every single day. So if we're giving, and this goes for pretty much every supplement, but if you're only giving it every once in a while, you won't really see the full potential benefits of the supplement. So I encourage pet parents to give it for at least 8 weeks, sometimes even up to 12 weeks consistently before you may see changes. Now, a lot of pets, you'll see a positive improvement before that time, but some pets will take longer. And so give it a good 8 to 12 weeks consistently. Just give it some time and don't give up right away.
Yeah. Can you talk about why pet parents need to know about preventive measures even before they start seeing signs of mobility issues?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we all know the saying that prevention is the best medicine, and it really is true. So we can prevent so much suffering by doing all we can to prevent or minimize the development of joint issues. So giving proper nutrition at all stages of life. So while their puppies and kittens are growing, we need good nutrition there, maintenance, and then senior. All stages of life, they need good nutrition. Keeping pets at a healthy weight is really very important. Consistent, low impact exercise. So all of those things are really important to prevent mobility issues as much as possible. And the other thing is that many pets will also try to mask their pain. And so it may be more advanced than we realize when we finally start seeing overt signs of pain.
Dr. Amber, can I just add one question? I noticed that I think, because, licking is also like a sign of them trying to fix it, because I noticed it with Tuxedo, when they play too much and, he thinks that he still has it. And, we have a little guy with us, Martin. I noticed like after a day or two of like just playing too much, running around, going up and down the stairs, I see him licking the joints.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
I've seen that too. Yeah. So I've seen some dogs who just, maybe they have some arthritis in their wrists and they just lay down and they lick their wrists and lick their wrists because
yeah.
that's my owie spot.
Aw.
So yeah, sometimes they will do that to show you where it hurts.
Yeah, but I think it's a telltale sign for us, like pet parents, to really understand what's going through in their life stages. Like every day, like I always check on him, what he's doing. That's when I know I'm like, oh, maybe it hurts. So maybe at least I can tell him to slow down, no playing
Yeah.
today, rest for the
Yeah.
next like 2, 3 days. Because that's a problem with hip and joint. He feels really good.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
nope.
sometimes they'll like feel so good that they're a little more active than we want them to be. Like,
Yeah, I
go
mean,
easy on your joints.
I know.
Yeah.
So I think my advice, I've seen him on it, like even with the mobility powder, it's good to give it to them to see that they can still walk. And then again, just be cognizant on like making sure that you also let them rest or not play too hard. Because like, yeah, they don't know any better. They just
Yeah.
think that I'm good. They just think I'm
Yep.
good.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Amber.
For those of you who haven't tried latest product, Vital Hip and Joint for dogs and cats, you can go to our website, vitalpetlife.com, and order it there. And it's also available on Amazon. Really recommend that you try it out. I am so excited for Vital Hip and Joint. I think it's a great tool to use for joint health, and I can't wait to hear your feedback on what it does to help your pet's mobility. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today. I hope you learned as much as we did. As always, we'd love to hear your input on this episode, as well as ideas for topics you'd like to hear in the future. As we're building our community here, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at podcast@vitalpetlife.com with any thoughts, pet questions, or episode ideas. We're here for you.